Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Zormerman, and I am the Chief Legal Counsel for SuperMega Productions, a limited liability corporation. I figured I could take this opportunity to indulge in a little bit of fun with the boys, because we have our kind of jokes between us. And I figured I'd read some SuperMega fan fiction that I found online. Yeah, you guys want to hear it? Cool. So I found this online. The author is anonymous. I don't know who wrote it. If you guys happen to know, if whoever wrote it is out there, which is possible because it's the first SuperMega show, if you guys know who wrote this, just let me know. We'll talk to each other after the show. I'll have you sign some documents. The title of this is SuperMega Stars. And once again, this is written by Anonymous. Chapter 1. A typical Saturday morning. It was a typical Saturday morning. Matt and Ryan were hanging out at SuperMega HQ, just tossing their favorite football around and making plans for the weekend. Hey, Ryan, it's Saturday in Los Angeles. How about we go down to Griffin Park? I hear there are going to be some total babes there today. Who knows? You might even get lucky, said attractive Matt, jocularly elbowing his portly friend in the ribs. Ryan looked sadly at Matt with his dim, sullen eyes. The older man didn't know why his soft, pretty young blonde friend was always trying to get him to go talk to the girls, but he sure didn't like it. Well, I don't know, buddy. I've just never been successful with ladies, said Ryan, looking down at the ground, afraid to make eye contact, as always. Suddenly, out of nowhere, there was a knock at the door. Matt looked puzzled. Who could that be? We're not expecting anyone, he said handsomely. Well, said Matt's friend, what's his name? It looks like our Saturday is about to get a lot more interesting. Chapter 2. He got off the couch. Matt quickly got off the couch and rushed to the door. He knew that Ryan hated moving, especially for no reason. That's just the kind of considerate guy Matt was, always thinking of his friends. Matt threw open the door, eager to see who was on the other side. The person that confronted him was an impeccably dressed man with stunning blue eyes, a chiseled jaw, neatly coiffed hair, and a very expensive designer suit, which definitely cost more than anything either Matt or Ryan could afford. Oh my God, it's YouTube sensation Brian Wecht, exclaimed Matt. Who? Asked Ryan, who wasn't very bright. You know, Brian Wecht, said Matt, visibly excited. He's Ninja Brian from Ninja Sex Party. Ninja Sex Party's YouTube channel has over 900,000 subscribers, and their videos have been viewed 100 million times. I'm not done. Ninja Sex Party's 3 original comedy albums and 1 cover album have achieved worldwide success and have even been mainstays on the Billboard charts since 2013. Brian's other musical group, Starbomb, which does hip-hop songs about video games, is equally, if not more popular, with 2 Billboard #1 comedy albums. Oh, I remember now, said Ryan, jumping up excitedly. Brian also used to be a theoretical physicist and earned his PhD from UC San Diego, after which he held research positions at MIT, Harvard, the University of Michigan, and the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, the former home of Albert Einstein. After writing many highly cited research papers in the area of theoretical particle physics and string theory, Brian went on to a faculty position at Queen Mary University of London, a job he recently left in order to focus more on his extremely successful YouTube career. That's me, said Brian modestly. Chapter 3, down to business. Okay, let's get down to business, said Brian, removing his top-of-the-line Ray-Ban sunglasses. Let me tell you why I'm here. I'm a big fan of what you guys at SuperMega are doing, and I want to help you out. Matt and Ryan looked at each other, stunned. They couldn't believe that a celebrity of Brian Wecht's magnitude and influence was standing right before them and offering to help their channel, which was struggling both in terms of coming up with interesting/funny material, as well as financially. Brian looked at Matt with his beautiful blonde hair and blue eyes, and then also at Ryan, who was just sitting there. Are you guys willing to do whatever it takes to become YouTube stars? Asked Brian. Matt and Ryan looked at each other again. Hell yeah, they said, eagerly. Great, said Brian, adjusting one of his many diamond rings. Let's get started. First, I need you two to kiss. What? Said Ryan, noticeably picking his nose. No way. Come on, man, said Matt. When Brian Weck tells you to kiss, you do it. No. No, it's okay, said Brian, grabbing his jewel-encrusted designer overcoat from the hook with a motion whose fluidity and grace would have surprised even Mikhail Baryshnikov, whom Brian had trained. I guess you guys don't really want to make it on YouTube after all. No, Brian, we do, said Matt, running towards Brian and grabbing his arm. Please stay. Brian took a moment to look deep into Matt's brilliant eyes, as if to measure the very weight of his soul. Time stood still, as Brian regarded Matt with a practiced sensuality reminiscent of a young Sean Connery. A comparison that Brian had heard often. Well, said Brian, rehanging his overcoat, okay, but you'll have to get naked, both of you. Matt nodded and let slip a sly smile. Cool. Chapter 4, suddenly it was 2 hours later. Time flew by and suddenly it was 2 hours later. Matt and Ryan lay on the ground naked, covered with sweat, whipped cream, and a mysterious sweet-smelling brown fluid that Brian had graciously provided. Matt looked at Brian, satisfied but exhausted. Now that was something else, exclaimed Brian's beautiful young protege. Ryan was unable to speak. Not an uncommon occurrence, as any regular viewer of SuperMega can confirm. Great job today, guys, said Brian, stroking his neatly trimmed masculine stubble. You really showed me everything you're made of. You're not there yet, but after a few more lessons, you will be. Same time tomorrow? Yes, sir, said Matt and Ryan in unison. Great, winked Brian, exiting the apartment and getting into his custom-made Tesla jet car. Keep this up, and you won't just be YouTube superstars. You'll be YouTube SuperMega stars. The doors to the jet car closed. As the vehicle shot up into the air and quickly faded from view, Matt and Ryan could hear the faint sounds of one of Ninja Sex Party's many hit songs softly playing in the distance. Wow, said Matt, stroking his gorgeous, supple hair. That Brian Wecht sure is something else. And that comment about being SuperMega YouTube stars he made at the end there was pretty much the best joke I've ever heard. Ryan looked at Matt, slack-jawed. I don't get it, said the older man, scratching off a scab. Someday you just might, my friend, said Matt, still naked. Someday you just might. The end. All right, now that we've gotten the fun out of the way, I'd like to introduce to you, giving you tonight their own southern fried, racially tinged brand of comedy, SuperMega.
Ow, fuck. Oh my God.
That hurt more than I thought it would.
Ow, look at all these people. Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of beautiful faces.
Well, some of them, a little bit.
A couple not so beautiful, to be honest, but I mean, you're paying to see this. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you if you're paying money.
Yeah.
Welcome to SuperMega Live. Wow.
That's a lot of excitement. That's good. Good job. I hope that stays through the whole show.
Yeah, and to be honest, okay, so we found out we were doing this about a month and a half ago. We have not planned anything whatsoever to do for this show. It's just been like, Oh, well, we'll plan it next week as we get closer. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, fuck, our show's tomorrow.
Yeah, but luckily, you've written some notes on your phone.
I have.
That we can cheat every now and then, so if it gets too quiet.
Yeah, every now and then I can pull out my phone and, like, you know, there will be awkward silences. There will be some interrupting.
Fill those with sniffs or something.
Yeah, just if we're awkwardly silent, just something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna do like a little live form of kind of like our podcast, if you guys listen to our podcast at all. So we're gonna be, thank you. We're gonna be just talking about literally whatever comes to mind. And I'm glad all these nice people over here could see the back of my head and none of Ryan. So very nice seats.
Hey, how you doing? I was looking at, let's see, specifically you in the red and you backstage constantly, and I hope you didn't notice the constant. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
And then I stared directly at you like several times, and you didn't see I was staring at you when I was backstage. So we have a new show coming out that's going to become like a regular thing on our channel, and we've already recorded a few episodes. We actually did one with our good friend over there, Frank Javc. Hey, Frank.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh, and next to Frank is our channel artist, Foolish Captain Kia. Hey, Kia. I'm just putting people in the spotlight and making them really uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, there's one more spotlight to throw. We love you, Brian, wherever you are.
Yeah, thanks for that opening, Brian.
That wasn't Brian.
He did not tell us anything about that opening before he did that. All he said was, I've got a thing planned, and I might do fan fiction. And we're like, go for it, Brian. He didn't tell us anything about reading that long list. He didn't tell us about
He said one thing. He said one of you is going to hate it, and I'm guessing that was me. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe the slack-jawed buffoon.
Picking at a scab.
Yeah.
But thank you, Brian, for that wonderful fan fiction. He's encouraging all you guys to go out and write your own fan fiction and publish it online. Please don't do that.
Who's a car person out in the audience? Who likes cars? Who likes vehicles? 2 people.
The movie, not the...
Now, out of those 2 people, do any of you like monster trucks?
No one in here likes monster trucks?
Nobody likes monster trucks. Well, you like monster trucks?
She likes monster trucks.
Have you seen the movie, the new hit Nickelodeon movie, Monster Trucks?
Oh my God. She's in for a surprise, guys, because for the rest of the show, we are doing a private screening of Nickelodeon's new hit, Monster Trucks.
Ready? Yeah!
We know how to treat you guys right. Anyway, we actually just saw a recent movie. We saw Silence, and it's about the missionaries that go to Japan. Because I liked it for the Japan aspect, because I'm a huge weeaboo.
Yes.
We got any weeaboos out here?
You're going to Tokyo.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get married over there.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe I'll meet a girl at a club, get married.
I mean, am I gonna be invited?
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna be invited.
I could fly you out for the wedding.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I could be your best man or something.
Well, I don't know about the best man, but I mean, you'll be there, but you'd be like a groomsman.
I could come.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even need to come to the wedding.
Oh. Yeah, they're pretty fucking stupid, anyways.
Weddings? Have you been to a lot of weddings?
Yeah, my dad and stepmom.
Nice.
They're still married, by the way.
Yes.
So, second marriages, am I right? They always last.
Did you say 7 marriages?
Second marriage.
Oh.
My dad's not going through men or women.
A new wife every month.
My dad. I know my dad's sexual orientation. I think.
Oh, I do.
Do you think that's something that my dad would hide from me?
If your dad was gay?
Or just anything, really.
Anything?
Son, I might be gay. It's like, oh.
Or I might not. I don't know. Maybe.
It's not a big deal if you are, Dad.
It's like, Dad, you
I don't know.
can come out to me.
Open your present, find out. I don't know.
Open up a little present, it's just a piece of paper that says, I'm gay. I've been to a lot of weddings. I went to my sister's wedding.
Was this in Charleston?
Yeah, it was in Charleston.
Charleston smells like shit.
No,
I'm sorry. The pluff mud or whatever, the paper fat. I don't know.
Okay,
there's a lot of excuses you can use.
Who's been to Charleston in here? Has anyone ever been to Charleston?
Because it stinks. Good job.
No, it doesn't stink.
Congratulations.
Okay, when you first like get off out of the airport and you're coming into Charleston, there's a really big like paper mill. It's like a big paper factory, and it smells terrible. It smells like you're like smelling an ass, like straight up. And
well, like I'm sure someone's passed a paper mill before. It smells like an eggy fart. It's like an eggy.
That's what it smells like.
Nobody has passed a. They're so fun to pass all the time. I do it.
Well, I had to pass it every day on the way to school for like 6 years.
Yeah?
So maybe I'm just used to it. But every time I bring up Charleston, you're just like, it smells like shit.
That's your hometown. Be proud.
Hey, I like Charleston. It's like a nice little like beach city, and there's not a lot of like redneck people. You live where the redneck people are. You live in Irmo.
Yeah.
Or you did live in Irmo.
Yes.
Which is like right outside of Columbia, which for those who don't know, but it's like kind of like smack dab in the middle of South Carolina. It's like on the border of city and then like bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
We saw a tweet from someone that came here from Seattle. Who's from Seattle? That person back there. Thanks for coming from Seattle.
Thank you very much.
And then someone else said they came from Alaska? What the hell? Why?
No way.
Oh, okay. I thought he just came from Alaska just to see us.
Well, that's how he probably worded it, so he'd be like, oh, maybe he'll mention me during the show. Look, it worked. Good job. Has anyone had to bring their parent or legal guardian with them?
Does anyone have their parents with them?
Okay.
Wait.
God,
I see a mom.
Yeah? We'd love to accommodate a parent at some point.
Yeah, I want to interview a mom.
You?
Sorry.
You? Okay. Yeah?
Okay, bring her up.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get a mom up here.
You can use the stairs
Yes.
if you're more comfortable, or
Do you
just
wanna-
hop right on up.
You can have one of our
whatever.
seats.
Do you want some help?
See,
You want some
chivalry's
help?
not dead.
She's a mother. I don't know. Mothers need help sometimes. There
All
we
right.
go. There.
We got a mom on stage. Would you like the hot seat? Would you like to take
Yeah,
a seat?
right
We'll
here.
stand on either side of you and make you feel uncomfortable.
It's a very comfortable chair. Small and comfortable. Like,
It's been warmed by his ass. So, just got some honest interview questions. What's your name?
Claudia.
Beautiful name. I love it. What's your who are you here with?
My daughter,
Aw.
What's your daughter's name?
Alexis.
Hey, Alexis.
How are you? Is this cool?
Do
Are
you like
sure?
us being on stage with your mom? Does it make you uncomfortable?
Are you jealous? Any other parent jealous? I'm sure. They're like, they're just sitting going, we could have been up there with
Damn
those.
it.
Man, I'm so glad our kids brought us here. It's so great. This is so funny. I love it. I
I don't know what my kid likes. Let's see. Let's see what they're into. And then they sit down and they watch that opener and then they watch this and they're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
They came out on a fucking scooter. Jesus Christ. How much longer?
What's the most embarrassing thing you can tell us about your daughter? I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that. Okay, look out in the audience. If you could pick another kid to be yours.
It could be any kid.
I mean, it could be one of us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
I now have 3
fine.
moms. 3 fucking moms. It feels really good. Feels really good.
I'm happy for you. I mean,
Thank you for being a part of this.
thank you for awkwardly coming up here.
I know
and
this
letting us
sucks
ask
for you.
questions.
Let's
Motherly
give a round
love.
of applause.
You've got a wonderful mom.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you could just like find us after. Like, I can
just
get your
walk-
number
just-
after the show.
Just
All right. If you get her number.
what?
If you get her number.
If I give what?
If you get her number, give that to me.
Yeah, I'll give your number. But if I go to I'm just going alone if she says yes.
You could just bring +1.
You're like a plus half.
It's not
Am
a,
I right?
It's not a date.
Haha.
I mean,
that was
Ryan?
That was because he's so skinny that he counts as half a person.
I've been working out.
You have been.
I've gone to the gym 3 times this month.
You took 2 before pictures. Let's show them. Show the before pictures.
I'm not showing the before pictures,
Just-
Ryan, but
He's flexing. He's in the mirror. He's in his underwear. It looks good.
he's not lying. I legitimately did take it before pictures, but those are in my recently deleted because I want no one to ever see those but me.
I took before pictures too. We should start a diet and have me as the before and you as the after.
It's like a weight loss program and just have you as the testimonial and have me as the after person.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to start a weight loss program with you.
Yeah, you just start off like it shows the picture of me. First, I looked like this.
And
P.U. Stinky.
a foghorn plays and
Yeah. Like womp womp.
now I'm this. And I'll starve myself for a couple weeks to be even skinnier.
Is there any, like, did any of you expect there to be, like, big lights and fireworks and... Okay, so y'all expected this shit. That's
In fact,
good.
I got a
So
tweet.
happy.
I got a tweet earlier today that was, what was it? I got to read it. It was really funny. It was like, can't wait to be let down by Matt and Ryan tonight on stage.
Who said that? Who was that?
Wait, his last name, he had a funny last name. I laughed at it when I read it.
He's right over there.
Wait,
He's
where
right
is he?
over there.
I gotta
He
compare his
says on his
profile picture.
Twitter, works for Rockstar?
Joe Dykstra. Is that how you say that? Awesome, dude. Well, let's go through his tweets.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Are we disappointing you yet? Oh, you're the guy that asked the vomit question. You know, we never answered that. Okay, so as many of you know, I have a metaphobia, which is the fear of vomit, which is like this irrational fear I've had ever since I was, I was like, I can tell you the root of it. I was in kindergarten, and my best friend was this nice young boy named Lee Dickerson. Why do you look like you're about to vomit?
Sorry.
Ryan, people don't want to see you vomit on stage. I could say that. I don't want to see you vomit on stage.
Yeah, I mean, you probably drove a long way.
All right, just get it over with.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
No, but I was
Could
like
you
sitting
imagine,
next
though?
to. No, I don't want to imagine. I'm terrified of vomit. I remember the first time I ever got freaked out was kindergarten. I was in the lunchroom, and they had a delectable dish of strawberry milk and rice.
Ew.
And
Yuck.
my best friend at the time,
Gross.
I'm sitting there, and he's like, this is back before they had like seats. It was just like a one long bench. It's before seats were invented, actually. And he's like, I look over, and he's like this. He's like on the bench, just like, oh. And I was like,
You look like an uncooked chicken when you do that.
I was like, Lee, what's wrong? Eat your food. And he was like, my tummy hurts. And he's just like, it hurts. It hurts really bad. I was just sitting there, and I'm just like, dude, get over it. And I don't know how I fucking missed it, but like, I continue eating my food, and I look back like 2 minutes later, and everyone at the table is gone, and there's just vomit everywhere. It was a mix of, how did I miss this? And like the other half was like,
Kind of like a Broadway show. How did I miss this?
you're gonna want to see this vomit. It won a Tony Award.
Sorry, I got to plug. The Book of Mormon is a great musical everyone should support.
It's not as good as this, but, and I right then, I screamed at the top of my lungs, and I had like a panic attack, and I started crying, and they had to call my mom. Yeah.
Aww.
So if anyone in the audience is feeling sick,
Just
please don't let me see it.
Are you gonna take something so you don't throw up?
What is that? Is that lean?
Oh, nice
whoa.
job.
Okay. Thank you. She gets it. Let's give a round of applause for her.
Thank you.
She drove 7 hours vomiting just to see this.
I'd like to do another, shoot out another topic out there. So I'm gonna choose another person. Put your hands up if you have a topic. Yes.
Oh, what
Yes.
about, you guys should talk about airplanes.
Okay.
Let's talk about airplanes.
Man, those airplanes.
How about those airplanes, dude? I have a story about airplanes. But one time, I don't know if I told this story. I was flying to South Carolina from LA, and I had the window seat, and it was a red-eye flight, so it was like the middle of the night. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, just minding my own business. And next to me is this, like a girl, probably a few years younger than me, and then...
Like a girl, not a girl, but like a girl.
Like a girl.
Yeah.
And then her grandma, who was like 70. I gotta stop saying like. She was like 70, and she was like a girl. She wasn't 70 and a
Like
girl.
70
She was
works
like it.
because you didn't know. Sorry, just keep going.
Anyway, it was like 3 a.m., and I had been asleep, and I'm like, oh, man, I gotta take a big piss. So I got up, and I'm like, oh. Like they're sitting right here, and I'm like, okay, you know what? You're them. I'm just like, okay, sorry. See, my microphone cord was getting on there, and they're both asleep, and I'm like, I don't want to wake them up. I'm a skinny guy. And right when I'm right here, there's like the elderly lady's right here. Right when I'm right here.
Wait, right where when you're like right.
Like right when I was like right here.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
The girl just goes, and just started screaming. Like screaming.
At the top of her fucking
in a
lungs.
silent airplane. Like it was like everyone's asleep. There's no lights. She's like, and starts like hyperventilating. And I'm just like, no. I'm sorry. No, I'm just getting up to use the bathroom. And her screaming woke up her grandma, who goes, oh. So they're both like freaking out. Which I was scared that was gonna. I was scared that was gonna
They
be
were like,
one of
it's
those,
Matt from SuperMega.
I know you. You make marginal content on the internet. I was like scared that them screaming would trigger like everyone else asleep. Like, okay, if I'm asleep on a plane and I wake up and I hear people screaming, my first thought is, someone's hijacking the plane or we're going down, which would make me start screaming. So I was terrified that I was about to trigger this like chain reaction of just people like, oh. And I tried to calm them down. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just getting up to use the bathroom. And it's like, oh. And the girl was like, oh. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I felt bad. I went and I used the bathroom. And I came back after taking like a nice piss. I come back and they're both asleep again. And I was like, oh no. So I'm like,
You don't need to use me this time.
I was like, I'll try to wake her up. So I kind of like tapped her. And just tapping her, she
You
goes,
tapped that, right?
dude, I tapped her right there on the plane, dude.
Nice.
Amen. She screamed again. She was like, oh, and I was like, stop. Do I give off like a scary vibe? Do I scare anyone? Thank you. Wow.
You scared the shit out of me the first time we met.
Okay, let's talk about how we met. I don't know if we've ever actually talked about how we actually met.
No.
So,
It was a normal day for me.
yeah.
I was enjoying myself.
Because he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And I get off the plane, I Uber to his apartment, and I was waiting for our friend Daniel to come like let me in, but someone else let me in while I was waiting, so I just found my way up to their apartment. And I was like, guess I'll just go in.
So instead of doing the courteous thing and waiting for Daniel down in the lobby, he just went up himself and left Daniel probably waiting in the lobby.
Daniel was like, where is he? Yeah, that's what I did. So I get up there and I get in the apartment, I'm like, nice. And I'm like, I'll just go in Daniel's room and wait for Daniel, because I didn't know you at all.
No.
So I go in and I'm like, I sit down at Daniel's desk and I was like, oh, it's a computer. I'll just pull up some porn.
Well, let me preface this. You were that person. We didn't talk much, but you were trying to constantly break. He was always trying to break the ice with
I
me.
was trying to be his friend because I had never met either one of them before I came out to visit them in LA.
You were just trying to break the ice by sending me snaps of your shit in a toilet bowl.
I did send some of those, and
I never responded. He kept sending them.
Did that happen? Because I
Yes.
sent those to a lot of people, but I don't remember sending them to you because I was scared that you would be like turned off by those.
I was turned off by them. That's why I didn't respond.
Look at where we are now. See, we're best friends.
Everything
and it all
works
started.
out.
If you want to break the ice, take a Snapchat of yourself taking a shit and send it to someone that you want to break the ice with. Especially if it's a girl you want to date. If you're a guy or something, or even
Yes.
better, if you're a girl and you want to date a guy, do that. They'll really like it. But anyway, that's like the best advice I have to offer.
Make sure
Seriously.
you use like some of the filters too. Pretties it up. Makes it look more entertaining, spectacular. That's what we do. Ah, man.
Yep. Have we lost anyone yet? If you really hate it, it was like $10. That's like the equivalent of like buying 2 drinks at Starbucks and dropping them. So it's like,
Well, put it into like
yeah, not a major loss.
a movie. At least where I am, it costs like $16.25 for a movie ticket. So
Can you guys rate us on Yelp? I never finished the story about how we met, though.
Yeah, keep
so
going. Sorry,
we got
keep interrupting.
sidetracked
Yeah.
because
of me, I'm sorry. Yes,
talking about
I'm
me
sorry.
Snapchatting my shit. Anyway, I was also trying to break the ice by taking advertisements off porn websites and putting your picture on them.
You put my grandmother in one of them. They're funny, but I don't know this guy, and he's putting my grandmother, who I love very much, in porn ads.
Forgot about that.
Gaping grandmas.
I just remember one where it was like a picture of you with like your dad or something. You were like smiling for a picture, and it was just like an ad from like a gay porn site that was like, he was seeking fatherly guidance and found the best sex of his life. And then I just put you with your dad.
Yeah.
And so that's essentially how I broke the ice with Ryan. He never responded though, and I can still find those messages right now.
Yeah.
But so I never met either one of them, and I'm in their apartment now, and I'm like, oh, how am I gonna do this? So I go into Daniel's room, I get on the computer, I'm like, I guess I'll just I'll do a bit, I'll do something funny and awkward where they walk in and I'm just like jerking off to porn. So that's what I was doing. And then I turn around expecting Daniel, and it's just Ryan. He's just...
Why am I always like a fucking, like, we got the opening where I'm just this slobbish caveman. Here I'm just like this big cylindrical fucking heap. Is that what I come across as? Like when you guys walk in the office, there's like, oh, there's that pillar. There he is. There's that faceless pillar.
You're like one of those Russian dolls that opens up, and I'm one of the tinier ones inside.
Yeah. You just have to get through the layers and layers of fat.
My BMI is like, I did my BMI, which apparently those aren't even like accurate. Like that's not a. My girlfriend did like a thesis thing on why those aren't like good studies. Anyway, we're just going everywhere. I did my BMI and it was like severely underweight. And I was like, okay.
One of my friends in this was, I want to say middle school. You have to take like a weight test, like to see like your BMI, see how healthy you are. It was like mandatory gym class, and he took a test. He was a rather big child. I tickled him once and he fell, and I got in trouble for bullying. But he took the test, and it came back. I shit you not, it said this on the paper. Like this is what it rated him: morbidly obese. Morbidly obese.
Is there?
I laughed like, oh my god.
I tripped him, and he's morbidly obese.
It's hilarious.
Wait, what was that thing you said the other day? We were walking down the street, and he was trying to remember Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's like, it's like that scene
Big Willie's Day Off.
He said Big Willie's Day Off. He was like, oh, what is it? Big Willie's Day Off?
And then I reverted because like I was trying to think like the Will Ferrell, whatever his name is. What is it?
Matthew Broderick?
Yes, Matthew Broderick.
It has nothing to do with Will Ferrell.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
They're not related at all.
They look.
Yeah,
they're old.
Will Smith. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with each other. Yeah, so in 2017, so essentially, let me break it down. 2016 was when we started the channel, and you know, it's a very experimental, putting our feet on the water of this type of content. And we had a really great time doing it. And I guess now from this little hiatus, which, Jesus Christ, it's been going on for a really long time now.
Almost a month.
We apologize. But like, I guess we had some time to look back and reflect at our channel and our social media and everything and be like, okay, what did we do that we liked? What did we do that we didn't like? Because in the beginning, we had like a vision for what we wanted to do with our channel. And we're like, okay, this is what we want it to be. And then I guess it kind of strayed a little bit, where it kind of became just video games.
Grind. It became a grind.
It was like, night before, what are we going to play type of thing. So we decided in 2017, we are going to do way more. So we did SuperMega Cast, our podcast. That is actually done now. And we're doing a new podcast show that's going to be 2 to 4 times a week now. So you'll get more of that, a lot more guests, and it's going to have a face cam, like we said earlier, so you'll get to see our faces and our reactions and everything. And also, our social media, back to the social media thing, we're going to try to post on social media a lot more. Our Facebook page is abysmal. There's like one post every 3 months that's like social media page of the year.
We got one more question, Matt. You pick it.
But I'm just here to say, like, right now, tonight, this has been surreal for me, seeing all these cool YouTubers that like I idolize and everything. And I'm pretty...
talking about you, Bernie.
Wait, just real quick, notice before you start, there's like, man, it's so cool, all those YouTubers that I idolize.
I guess my question's for them, actually.
Sorry, continue.
No, but yeah, so it's like, it's surreal for me. I know it's surreal for a lot of other people, but like, how is it for you guys? Like, seeing everyone come together and just here for you guys, like...
It's fucking crazy. I never expected this, like growing up and shit. I don't know, just I was on like a broadcast journalism program at my school, and I always like sat in the back of the class, either read or slept, jerking off. That's teenage boy, you know? But it's weird. I'd never expected this to happen. It's cool to see everybody support something I do. And I want to thank you all for coming out here, even if you hated it, even if you're like, God damn it, why did I spend $10 on this? Thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, like seriously, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this, so thank you for hanging. We most definitely probably will do this as a recurring thing.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. But like, we really didn't have much planned for this. Really nothing. We were both super nervous, and like just seeing all you guys coming out here, except for you who I blocked. It means so much to like see we do this shit on YouTube and then see that there are real people in the world, like cool, awesome people.
Real
that
people
actually
exist.
They do.
Outside of the internet. Whoa.
Like, thank you so much for coming out. We want to do this a lot more. Shit.
Oh, hey, Brian, what's up?
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great night. Good night. Ladies, put it down. Put it down. Ladies and gentlemen, Mega 64.
What? On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know, you know, I go psycho when my new joint hit.